Nothing's, and they're not trying to bully the bad lane. It's just not really possible. AA is going to be the response from positive. I mean, you got a nice big target, I guess. You know, the Face's Void Chronosphere is going to set up pretty nicely for an easy Ice Blast. Well, you know, you've got the El Clasico combo with the Earthshaker and AA. Roshan's going to be very difficult. Welcome the last 20 seconds here. NaVi using up a lot of their reserve time, and positive guys using barely any. Fourth pickup. They might need to start getting some cores, and they absolutely will. The Spectre coming out. Well, there's a reason positive guys were banning out these weird hard carries, and NaVi still find one. Spectre's going to be the play. I like it. I mean, you know, Spectre we've seen against Void plenty of times before, back when Spectre was popular. It's just a hero where you Chronosphere, and then nothing happens. It doesn't do much. Doesn't really care about AA. Doesn't really care about much. So, I mean, this, obviously the Spectre into the Omni-Knight is never an ideal situation. When Spectre uses that ultimate, all of the damage coming through. Two more bands to go, and positive guys, they've got a wealth of time to think on this. Still 1 minute left on their clock, already burning down 50 seconds, so they're going to take every but just to think this. Got 10th pick as well, so they can really set up for pretty big pick if they want. I know. So obviously Navi are going to be needing a hero which is going to be up in your face. Looks like Morana is going to be in the 4 position. Demon on the 5, Sand King 3, Inspector 1. So both teams needing their mid. I hope it's not going to be on the Alchemist, because that hero seems really nerfed. Down on the OG. I feel like this could be an Ember Spirit coming out from Navi. Is that a little bit slow? I don't think so. I think they can get away with it. Something higher tempo. I mean, they could go for the TA. Feels a little bit greedy, and you're kind of lacking your frontliner if you do that for a little bit. Unless they put Sanking. Yeah, actually, yeah, I like TA. No, they go for the Ember Spirit. Okay. And now positive guys. And not the Conquer a while ago, so definitely not going to be that. The counter. Well, they could Razor if they wanted to. I wouldn't be against it either, actually. Pretty good versus Spectre as well. Alternatively, DK or Viper. Or Viper. Okay, I didn't predict that one, and I don't think many people did. Viper is going to be the final pickup for positive guys, and that's going to give them a big presence in the middle lane. So you guys probably haven't seen this here around so much, unless you followed me in the open qualifiers, because we saw a amount of Viper in the OQs. And this guy, he does work. Honestly, Viper has impressed me in the OQs. If you get a decent timing when your Guardian's grieves on the Viper, it can cause some real damage. Give a team lots of sustain, push in really hard, and of course, getting rid of that Spectre's passive just makes her a potato. Idea as well. So this is going to have to be a Viper they can somehow force down, keep out of these team fights, control up as much as possible, and hopefully allow Crystallize to remain outside of those Nether Toxins. He's not a totally useless hero in the Nether Toxins, but honestly, becomes very hard to play Spectre. Yeah, I like this Viper pick a lot. Does very well versus Ember in the mid lane as well. They could even shut him out, possibly. Overall in this draft, though, I gotta say, I mean, I definitely favor positive guys just because this Viper feels like a really, really strong pick, honestly. I like what Na'Vi did in the draft up until the kind of point where they picked Ember Spirit. Then if they picked TA, that'd be an even worse position, so definitely don't listen to me. But I feel like they left themselves open to this one a little bit. But then people don't really expect the Viper. Maybe Viper is gonna be less of a problem than I'm predicting, but yeah, it's rough. We're gonna have to see some really, really big plays coming out of Diets on Rana. He needs to make a lot of space. We need Pasha to have a good lane, and you need Ember to have a good lane versus something like that. So life is going to be difficult for a lot of the heroes in NaVi, but they need to make it work here. Positive guys. Again, you know, it just feels so straightforward for them in these fights. Just hold back with the Void, and then get those big chronos, try and get them on the back lines, and cause some trouble. You don't really want to try and chrono someone who, you know, if you can chrono Shadow Demon, then that's always a good move. You don't know, it's still not the biggest deal in the world if you don't manage to chrono Shadow Demon. Oh, for some reason they're tipping the Viper. I always like to think someone made a really good joke when that. Crystallize wants to start the lane. Welling Blade. Thick. Phase Boots and Midas already queued up from Crystallize here. He knows what kind of game he wants to be playing. Magical. He's going to try and be a tempo controlling force. He wants to dictate the pace of the game. That is his plan. Shutting down ILTW will definitely be part of that. That's holding down on the rune here, realizing there's no one else around really. Just pretending to throw arrows at ILTW. Doesn't even need to throw the arrow her way though. ILTW is going to come in, go for a bit of harass. Doesn't even level up the time lock or anything. So this is just right clicks. He's got 60. And Zayats has about, not that much, but starting with the Basilius actually gives her a ton more. Quite nice. Pasha comes in and he's got the stun off, and the arrow's going to connect as well, so they'll get a lot of damage off onto this Void before he can time walk back. LTW probably having to pop a salve very early on. Let's see if they decide to do that. They're just going to try and stick with the tango. Might be enough. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Magical playing up against the Viper. Yeah. He just pops that Flame Guard and it just gets kind of taken off by the corrosive skin, hey? So, well, you know. This is a Viper favored lane anyway. It doesn't really matter what you pick. I mean, Sleight of Fist does damage to him at least, but physical damage as well, but about it. You know, down at bottom, we got a bit of action coming through. It's Shadow Demon. He's okay, though. He can turn around and just throw out a couple of these Shadow Poisons. He's also got 2 Mangoes if he really wants to keep it up on Ghost Stake, but with only level 1 in the Shadow Poison, there's no real kill threat on him, so actually he just relaxes. Oh, Jesus, the bottom. They're, oh, okay, we've got the pull pass. So everyone's landing in weird places right now up in the top lane. Ghost really wants to be possible. That is at least a clarity cancelled by Crystallize there. Neko's still holding on to his as well, so Ghost is going to start to have a real bad time in this bottom lane, I think. Having Grace only does so much for you, really. Such a cheap spell, but this is now getting to the point where Ghost Stick is... luckily he can just pop out the other side of that disruption, but he's going to keep on the poisons. That's 5 stacks, he's dead! He's done so's. So Neko goes for the victory suicide under the tower. Wanting to die before the Omni-Light spawns? Oh, that feels bad. That does feel bad, because now Omni can get the... I think he still gets the XP. Died? I don't know. I think so. I think he gets the XP. Good. Magical's done a fairly good job against Ergon so far. I mean, you know, they're trading a lot, but I imagine Magical's just going to be ferrying out salves. So he has managed to get a bottle, which is fairly big news. During in the lane against the Viper, he's actually been winning on CS somehow. Done a really good job in this mid lane. Meanwhile, in the top lane, it's pretty even. I mean, we probably won't see huge advantages coming out right now, and with the Sand King and the Mirana both farming up an equal amount, meanwhile Mish has nothing and Void has a lot. So yeah, it's a bit of an advantage for Navi, I think, so far. They're doing well across the lanes, I would say. Doing very well across the lane. Zayats will nearly get through. Oh, she actually... Nope. Oh, okay. A symphony of fails there for Zayats, unfortunately. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they actually bring down Magical there with a rotation in from the Earthshaker. I did see him sneaking up in the middle lane, but I wanted to see what was going on at the top first, and unfortunately, I pay for my greed. But still, big kills across the map as Ember Spirit goes down at mid. This feels bad. I hate this. Whenever you're playing in mid and you manage to win an unfavorable matchup and you feel awesome about yourself, and then they just rotate in a hero and you're like, oh, right, but you could do that. Cool. Meanwhile, Zayats does manage to get his retribution onto Misha here, but Immersion, he's got a big old totem for him. That's slightly painful. I didn't like that. Shouldn't like that at all. It hurt a lot. And Immersion's going to hang around here at the top lane for a little bit, see what pressure he can do. Magical realizes the rune is at bottom, so he'll be able to fill up his bottle. Very nice for him, even though it's full anyway, but might as well use a spell or two. Right, a Flame Guard if he fancies it. Ooh, cross board. Oh, you're right. The in-game sound is muted. Sorry about that, everybody. There we go. Sort that one out. Now Ghost Stick is... he's just fighting them right now. As I said, you know, this Heavenly Grace, it's just going to make him take that damage, but it goes directly into the Heavenly Grace strength, pretty much. So it just basically makes a poison do now. Top. Oh, there's a stun coming out. They managed to catch Pasha a little bit here. Pasha is running out of spells. Mirana, though, landing the arrow onto the Faceless Void. Void, he's got nothing left, actually. He's got no Time Walk, so Zayats is just going to be able to chase him down here. Pasha will go down to Immersion. LTW trying to get the TP out, and Zayats does not have the damage or the time in which to finish him off. So LTW actually gets himself out to safety, and the Pasha does die. So a very roundabout gank there, but win for positive guys. At mid, Magical still doing his best in this lane. He's giving it his all. Yeah, I mean, I'm still very impressed in how he's doing in this mid lane. He's might have had out a lot of salves to himself. I think his net worth probably will reflect that. Yeah, so he's significantly lower down than Ergon in net worth because the courier usage when he's been bringing out those salves. There's a lot of gold going into nothing. Crystallize is having a very peaceful time down in the bottom lane, so he's more than happy just to smoothly glide towards the Hand of Midas. Hopefully bring himself to the late game, but there's pressure coming in the top lane. Pasha, the arrow connects onto a very low HP Earthshaker. Zayats jumps around and finds the angle and gets a kill onto Immersion. Beautifully done there with that high ground ward. And, oh yeah, Courier. Luckily they've got the qualification to keep the Courier alive. Still hunting here. She's not done. She's got another arrow. Wonder if she can land this one as well. Misha, oh no, he gets first striked up, and that's going to be another kill going to Zayats. Meanwhile, Sentinel getting involved and stopping RTW, maybe getting kills tanking. He should get it off all the same. Pasha on the run. How quick can he be? Not quick enough. Time walk over. And down he goes. He's had a good game with Miranda so far. He's killing it up in this top lane. Down at bottom. Crystallize. Line up, but passively versus Young. I mean, no one wins this lane, really. I wonder if Crystallize, yeah, he's got a singular point into Desolate, but maxing out Dagger. As Snako pulls off some balls for him.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are
I think all in all, Positive guys have managed to kind of, I don't want to say pull back this laning phase, because I think it should have been theirs from the start, but NaVi made some nice plays. I think they are still making some nice plays. I think this laning phase is going very well for them, considering they've got a Spectre. And this mid lane shouldn't be going as well for Magical as it is. He's having a nice time. I think I'm actually going to pull over to net worth really early here, just because I think it's important to recognize how far behind Magical really is. You know, he's doing okay, but he's nowhere near the Viper, who is king. Kind of a good thing he dodged out that that arrow right there, otherwise it could have spelled difficulty. Oh, Mirana took it. Took the big creep. Thank you very much, CIS. Ghost stick. Annoying child, just smashing away at Crystallize non-stop. Yeah, Seneko really doesn't do anything to Omni-Knight in the laning phase. Here's the one problem. I mean, he makes up for it once Seneko hits 6, because, you know, he's going to be able to purge off Omni-Knight's Heavenly Grace and Guardian Angel, which is pretty important. But for now, it's not fantastic for the Shadow Demon, as he just uses all of his health and mana to do literally nothing to Ghost Stick. Maybe forcing a bit of mana out for him. Meanwhile, for the top lane, there's going to be 2 kills coming down onto ILTW and onto Misha. Urgon as well being targeted up. I mean, Pasha's going to drop here, but Urgon is probably dying as well. Spectre, though, has got to be careful. Crystallize is running out. Luckily, Emotion did not land that stun to the Spec. Spec still getting low, but Zayat's able to finish the job onto Urgon. And now even looking towards Emotion as well. So Dagger connects, the right clicks are there. She can leap in if she wants to, but she decides against it since there is Misha TPing in on this one, realizing that her life is probably worth a little bit more than Earthshakers. Zayat's will escape. Misha, though, he's still traveling over here. Stun onto 2, but the arrow connects onto Ancient Apparition, stops him getting off that chilling touch. A really vital arrow there, as the 2 of them are going to go and shrine up. They're all both going to survive. Jesus. I mean, he could have got a kill onto either one of them with that chilling touch there, I think. The extra damage, the extra range, it would have been enough, but arrow connects. On the bottom, Seneco's getting run down by Ghost Stick. The Bow Strike's going to save the day, though, just about. And whilst he's distracted, Magical sneaks round the back and grabs both those Bounty Runes. Meanwhile, Zayat is actually going to die to Misha. Looks like ILTW dropped the Chrono. Yep. Chronosphere dropped for a Mirana. I mean, she had a fairly big streak on her, so it's fair enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gosh, still having Ghost Stick problems down here. Neko sent back to base, but at least he's got himself a book. That should get him his demonic purge, and he'll be a happy boy. I love the fact they introduced tomes. It just, you know, if you're playing 4 or 5, it just makes you feel much better if you have a nice goal to work towards, you know? When you can realize if you're sucking, and it gets to... Cause it's a pretty basic goal, right? You should be 6 by level 10. If the tome doesn't get you to 6, you're fucked up. That's the laws of the law of the tome. Tome's law. Very nice though. It allows you to you know, give yourself a nice easy benchmark. Do I need more XP? Am I doing okay? Previously it was kind of like, feel pretty good. I got a couple of levels. I'm doing all right. And now it's like you got a nice, simple, straightforward goal to work to. Version, meanwhile, he's got all the money in the world. He's got all the levels and the money in the world. He's heading towards a Blink Dagger at a fairly reasonable place. Peace. He's even going to reward the Ancients. Okay. I think this might be because he doesn't think anybody's going to do the Ancients anytime soon, so this ward will survive for a long time, and he'll be able to see people as they walk past. I think this is genuinely a vision ward, not a blocking ward. Vector Midas is complete. Why is Spectre Midas good? Well, it's obviously, you know, you're a late game hero, so money is always good on late game heroes, and also Desolate, you know, it does bonus damage per attack, anything like that. You can always stack attack speed with it, and you'll feel generally pretty good. We have a fight going on the river right now. Emotion could be in some trouble. He's going to throw down the Echo Slam to try and turn this one around, but I think he might be dead all the same. But maybe he sets up for a kill onto his Shadow Demon. Yes, he will. Magical getting caught out by the Chronosphere as well. Where's the follow-up damage? Here it comes. Misha with the Ice Blast. Magical being beaten down. He doesn't have anything left to give. He's going to pass away into the night. Meanwhile, Zayat, he's walking past the Omnat. I'm not quite sure what Zayat is looking for here. Maybe hoping someone's going to come for a shrine. Looking for an ancient apparition, I'd imagine. Misha will present himself. Zayat, he wants it. He wants it bad. Jumping in. Misha, he doesn't have an Omni Knight anymore. And the arrow connects and Zayat grabs a kill. But now, well, surrounded by heroes. He's leaping across. Did he make it out of here, though? There's a courier on him. There's a courier on him. ELTW, he needs it. He doesn't get it. 2 hits. No time luck. Zayat gets away. Man, this guy is... He's getting a lot of work done, Zayat. 6-2-1 on a Mirana at 30 minutes into the game. That is a value pickup. Magical looking for the drums as of next. Solid item indeed. And yeah, Mirana, she split apart her Basilius to get an Urn of Shadows and Casual Sage's Mask. Magical did the same. I'm not sure. Why has he got a Sage's Mark? I don't know. Oh, for the drums. Jesus. Flow mad. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have trouble if your name is Omni Knight, as there's an Ice Blast coming in to help you out. However, is it going to be enough? Ghost Stick going down low. He manages to get the heal off. He's got the Ebony Graze on him as well. LTW coming in, and Ghost Stick stays alive. Meanwhile, Seneko passes on the front lines, and down goes Diets as well. Frozen solid, torn apart. Pasha's going to fall in response as well. That is 3 heroes dead. Positive guys take this fight convincingly. The hard one for NaVi, because at this point in the game, they aren't having the same heroes. I mean, you know, you've got an Ember Spirit and you've got a Spectre. So any fights they want to take, they want to do them quickly before it becomes a team fight. They just want to try and make them little skirmishes rather than large-scale fights. And unfortunately, they didn't get that kill quickly enough, and it breaks apart. And the moment they start bringing heroes in on positive guys, NaVi, there's no point in them bringing their heroes over because it won't change anything. So they just let it be. And that was a fairly nice change from Magical onto Immersion there, but unfortunately, I'm not sure it's going to result in a kill. I jump away as you see Ergon slipping in through the sidelines here. And I was going to say, I hope he's going for Atos, and he is now building that Atos from after the Greaves. Greaves for the sustain. Oh, Zayat's finding Misha again. And Zayat's just... No, he's just... Oh, he's got to find another one. Immersion. Immersion is dead as well. Zayat's with a double kill. What is this guy doing? Dude, he's going to have a Superior Vessel in like 2 minutes. This is ridiculous. Oh, hi, Courier. Yeah, also seeing this guy as well. Oh, there's a Chronosphere. All right, see you later, Mirana. Hello. Hello. Oh, run, Mirana. Oh, she didn't really find a good enough juke, and yeah, should have probably got up the trees there. Oh, well. That is sad. Still, all things considered, pretty value players from the Mirana. Kind of sad she passed away in the end. Oh my god, she lost a lot of gold. Oh wait, she bought the Spirit Vessel recipe. Never mind. Oh my god, there comes a Echo Slam coming through onto Magical, but Magical's actually able to get himself out of there. I think he dodged it with a sleight of fist. I'm not too sure. Wasn't quite paying attention as Seiko's going to go down instead. That'll be a necessary tribute. But still, the Ember Spirit surviving is the big story of the day. Sends himself to the jungle, being absolutely A-okay. Hunky-dory. Perfect. Crystallize, meanwhile. Oh, he's looking for a Radiance. I mean, we're against a Void, so Radiance always feels good. Yeah. I hope he gets it in time, though. Meanwhile, Pasha somehow still in the trees and unseen here, but he'll always go for the big epi Immersion. No, he's going to cancel it out. He can't get the jump. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He's on top of him now. They've got the Burrow Strike over, and that is going to be a death onto Immersion and Misha. Zayat has died for NaVi, and Spectre's in a bit of trouble as well as the poison's out onto her, but she gets into the trees where she's safe and sound. Magical, giving them a bit of a runaround for the time being. Meanwhile, ILTW sitting on the front lines. He does not have a Chronosphere, hence why NaVi wanted to fight this one. That is why they made this call, and it did turn out pretty well for them. Costing them Zayats, but getting them 2 support kills is a trade they'll definitely take. Yeah, these net worths are pretty even across the board. bottom lane, just constantly pushing down on bottom. So, currently heading towards the 18th minute mark. Oh, no, there's another bit of I was having a little stretch there, but it's the Ember Spirit who's being gone on now, but he's managing to get himself out. No, he is not. The poison will tick through and finish the Ember Spirit off. While up in the top lane, they actually get the return kill into ILTW. That is a very, very big kill using the disruption and the arrow combination. And that was really nice to go for that at that point as well, because they're just going to think they're using Moonlight Shadow to save the Void. No one's going to be like, to save the Ember Spirit. No one is going to believe that there's a gank going on in the top lane. So yeah, the Void just gets baited in by someone else dying, just making the best of a bad situation. Yep. Sandstorm does dodge projectiles, so see you later, Atos. Oh, we actually went for the Atos before the Guardian's Greaves as well. It's just a fantastic item versus the Ember Spirit, which is how they killed him, I believe. Another day, another Atos, and this time they find Pasha. And King taken down in the bottom jungle. And all across the board, they are finding a lot of kills on positive guys. But that said, NaVi are also able to find a fair few kills as well. They're keeping the scales pretty evenly balanced, which is kind of impressive considering the game, the heroes. And mostly due to Zayat, to be honest. He's responsible for like 8 of these kills, yeah. But he's also died 5 times himself, so balance in all things, I guess.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Way to rate. He'll be there eventually. A long, slow burn. It feels really long though, especially when there's been this much fighting going on. The creeps there for you. As positive guys, they're coming around the back right now, but the runes have been picked up by NaVi, but if they get their cutoff blocked off, yep, they certainly will, and they found the Spectre. The Spectre is a hero they wanted, it's a hero they'll get, and there is no survival for Crystallized there. Spectre, she did a really good job avoiding positive guys for the longest time, and oh, okay, Shadow Demon, you alright here, buddy? Nope, nope, he's dead. He is dead. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they actually managed to find a return kill onto Ghost Stick. Yeah, Spirit Vessel a very nice pickup for the Zayats as well, because it's just going to limit the healing output which Young Knight can put out onto heroes.
Never refuse gold.
A lot of value in that. Bit of pressure being put on mid, but they don't really have heroes to take towers with. That's another problem with positive guys' lineup. They can win all the fights they want, but the push is going to be very slow.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We're going to Greaves up, hang back. Ooh, Ember Spirit managing to dodge the Slider Fist unintentionally there. Fisher comes down. He's keeping his cool though, you know, he's just ignoring all these spells on the floor. Just like, yeah, I'm sure I'm fine. No one's coming to kill me. If they land a spell, then fate wanted it. And Misha actually just turning around straight up with the Ice Blast, but they're managing to grab the jump onto both these heroes here. I'm fairly sure they're both going to drop, and forcing Misha to turn around into the Ember Spirit results in another kill here. NaVi again, you know, I think this is just sloppy from positive guys, honestly. Like, those heroes should not be there in that. And once this gank fails, yep, you get out ski. You get out. You get out this way, you get out this way. You don't hang around on the high ground trying to see if somehow someone is going to, you know, walk one man up onto where NaVi have no vision. You know, that's unrealistic. I gotta say, Ember Spirit is definitely having one of the most boring builds recently. I never see him change from this.
Radiant's middle tower is
He's
under attack.
yeah, he's not like changing his builds at all. Just Maelstrom. Every single. There might be some. No, there's no action at bottom. It was all a trick. Ooh, Spectre ulti coming down for the middle lane. They want to try and finish off Immersion here. Immersion on the run, but not going to escape. They'll grab him. Now they're looking for more, actually, as the Epicenter's coming through onto Urgon. Urgon's taking heavy damage here. Still trying to turn around and fight, though, and there comes the Chronosphere. Coming down, but Viper still ticking away here on the sidelines, and CIS should be able to get in and finish the job, but ILTW beating down Crystallize. They've lost the Spectre. That's a big hero gone, as Urgon, he's tanking up so damn much. CIS is trying to finish the job, but just not able to do so. Finally, will be able to get the kill, but pays for it with his own life. Diving in deep to get the kill onto Urgon was definitely worth it, though, as he gets 967 gold for that one, but dying himself in the end to Ghost Stick. Spectre, I mean, she's joining a fight. She must have been so close to the Radiance there. So close. But in the end, it didn't matter. Still, when she's back, you know, she just hit the jungle, might us up a couple of creeps, and she'll have it within the next minute. So
Dire are
it's not like she's not going to get it, but I mean, I'm really surprised she's turning up to fights without it. And that was kind of like a gank onto the Earthshaker. Like, great, you killed the Earthshaker, get out. But they still wanted to try and fight more. They still wanted to try and push their luck there. I think that was just greedy. You know, the Spectre TP's in. She's like, oh, if I get the last hit on the Earth Spirit, you know, Earthshaker, I can get my, I can get my Radiance. And I think she did, actually, but it wasn't quite enough, so she just sees some more kills. She's like, oh, you know, maybe we can get, you know, another one and actually finish my Radiance. Doesn't happen. Ooh, Zayats. Ooh, okay. Surviving for now. It's Saneko's actually looking at Immersion. Romantically looking at Immersion, I would say, as he gets the disruption off. But I'm not too sure. Is Saneko really going for this by himself? This seems a little bit brave, especially with the Omni-Knight coming in to heal him up. But the stun will miss. Saneko gets out alive, so... Good stuff, I guess. Behind space. Easy peasy. And Zayat's nearly finishing off this Aghanim Scepter as well, so really kind of pushing hard into the maximum damage. I mean, I kind of expect like the Ultimate Orb, the Lotus Orb would have been the pickup from Mirana, just to try and help out the Spectre and the Ember Spirit. You know, they need to be able to move around these fights. These two heroes rely heavily on mobility. Spectre not usually, but when you're against a Viper, you do. I'm a little bit surprised that she's going for more magic damage, but you know, whatever. Zayats has been playing at a pretty damn high level this game. I've got no reason to doubt him. Blade of Alacrity going to be there soon, but everyone's just farming up, and NaVi just kind of taking it real slow. Which is exactly what they... I mean, they're the team with the Spectre on it. The positive guys are getting impatient. They're looking for something here. Ghost Stick just sprinting ahead with that smoke. In the mid lane as well, Magical just trying to play around them. They know where they are. They know exactly where they are. They're right under wards is why. Alright, that's not even game sense here. It's just plain common sense. Let's push out this bottom lane. And getting pressure on the tower as well. Pressure the tower. Get in the egg. Feeling pretty good about life. I'm turning around here, but there is a Moonlight Shadow coming in, so Pilsif guys have really tried hard to push this issue. And now they've signed Saneko. Oh, that's a Lincoln Spear, but he just managed to break it, actually, with the ultimate. And now he gets the Void Illusions here, but Not too sure. Oh, there's a Chronosphere. There's a Chronosphere. The Ember Spirit's caught out. There is no Seneko to save him right now. He pops a BKB, but gets bashed up the moment he gets it off. Oh, no. It's really, really bad. Meanwhile, AA is getting played around with his Sand King and ILTW looking for another one, and Sand King is definitely going to be another notch in ILTW's belt. The kill goes to Ghost Stick, and they will wait inside his pit as Roshan comes out. 3 kills go in the way of Positive, guys. Roshan, they were trying for it earlier, and now they are just finishing the job. They know it is theirs. The arrow comes sailing through, affecting nobody. Zayat, though, he's in the pit. He's going for it, but immediately getting Ato'd up and just annihilated. But he did get the kill on Roshan, so I guess they got some money. Yeah. I mean, there's a limit to what you can do, Zayat. You're only immortal, you know? You still got to play within the code of the game. Oh god, Seneko. They are not going to stop just because you're on the high ground. Immediate buyback from him. I mean, they're not going to have their Mirana for 30 seconds. This could be a Rax if Positive guys are feeling that aggressive. Let's see, Magical pushing on forwards. RTW, though, just smacking away at that building. Magical edging closer. Really wants to try and do something here and he'll use the chains, but RTW is out of here. He's off skis. Meanwhile, Viper finishes the Aghanims. But everybody's just getting themselves out. Smoke is up. What? I thought... Okay. Guess he didn't get away. Am I tripping? What? Did he get disrupted or something? Okay, I'm just going to assume that I'm being stupid and he didn't get out. Alright guys, my bad. You know, we're 9 hours into the casting already. It's, I think I'll forgive myself. We're just going to sweep up this creeps with his big old mace. And the next wave is going to be top. Top tier 2 is the plan. Butterfly will help out with that rather immensely.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Alright, heading up on the 30 minutes now. Magical is in position to grab these bounty runes at bottom, so nice positioning from him, just going to allow him to get a little bit more money.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Where's our items at? Fortunately, they are nowhere to be seen. Still looking for a Manta, then wants the BKB after that. The Void's not really giving her that much time. He's more than happy to keep on pushing on deep. I mean, look at the money ILTW has. How does he do it?
Invisibility.
How does he have this much money? Pretty sure the 12 and 2 definitely helps. They're pinging on Pasha right now. I'm pretty sure Pasha might be a dead man walking. ILTW jumps in, but Pasha blinks away. Thankfully, AA didn't throw any spells at him. Not that interested though. Me saving it. Save ILTW jumping in deep, threatening these poor little Shadow Demon here. Coming over, the backdoor protection has been gone for a while. Tried to continue pushing. As they get the... Oh, actually, they're just going to take this right now. Oh, okay. Bit of purge on purge action. Something we've all dreamed about, I'm sure. Positive guys are just holding right now. And now they turn around with a quick one. And yeah, Shadow Demon is way too far on the front line. So the full arrow duration does catch on the Void, but he's got the Heavenly Grace on him, so he doesn't really care. Turns around and finishes off Seneko anyway. Now he's dead 75 seconds without buyback. Did buyback a little bit later. Pasha, what are you doing, my friend? This is not the neighborhood where you should be hanging out. These are the boys which your mother told you about. And he is just sitting right in their faces right now. And they are definitely going to finish off this tanking as well. But they were making space. They were making some serious space. This is a tower. This is a range barracks. I mean, they've just realized what happened here, and Positive guys, they want to punish. They have got a Chronosphere, they have got an Aegis, but the time is running out on this Aegis. Only 30 seconds left of it. Yeah, I mean, the Spectre just pushes in with the catapult wave in the bottom and takes a range rack. Range rack. I didn't see that at all. Call me slow mad, please.
Radiant are scanning.
Elite. Suffering for his success. Well, Crystallize brings down Ergon. How did it... What? Oh, okay, they were all there. They were all there. It was a party. Slow mad again. Alright, no more kills missed. We're going from slow mad to pro mad. I'm on it. Don't worry. Posture is good. We just sip some water. There we go. Now I'm hydrated as well, so... No possible way we're missing any more kills. Don't worry.
Dire are scanning.
A lot of pressure on NaVi to try and take a victory. They are in the backseat quite thoroughly. Jin. Might see magical here. Definitely sees magical here. Doesn't know about this Shadow Blade. But he gets himself out. Merchant taking a little bit too long to make that decision, and nice safe play on the Ember Spirit as well. Boy, he's got the butterfly finish. He's going to go for Satanic next, so absolutely making himself as chunky and as unkillable as possible. No such thing as too much farm. Viper, you know, even though it doesn't feel like he's been doing enough, he's just been spreading around this Nether Toxin, firing out Viper Strikes like nobody's business. I mean, this alone is more than enough value for his team. Same with the Omni Knight. Nine-second BKB charge on Magical. He's still got a long time on this one, but he's really playing with fate right now. There's a bunch of heroes coming in with him. Immersion with the invis. He gets himself out though once again, not quite finding the kill. Honestly, check and see if Ember Spirit has a gem on him or something, but he actually doesn't. He's just getting this close.
I'll take your tribute.
CIS lands a full duration arrow, but messes up the leap. Might not get the kill, as he doesn't manage to get the double star storm off. Or the triple star storm off. In fact, he gets 0 star storms off. And now they're actually going to throw in the Echo Slam. They really want to kill Zayats right now, and they will be able to do so. Misha gets his revenge. Well, magical. Yep, okay. Does manage to light a fist off the Rod of Atos. Okay, Viper Strike to the face. That's kind of rude. Once again, Crystallize. Gonna push up the top. With that, Horn always has the ability to get back home, which is really nice. Although this game is going to get a hell of a lot harder when Viper reaches 25. Another Toxin Silences is going to be completely unplayable for NaVi, I think. They have too many heroes which rely too heavily on their spells and not enough BKBs currently. I mean, I guess the Spectre is working towards a BKB. She can actually afford her BKB. So Crystallize has that option at least. Yeah, okay, maybe not unplayable, but definitely very, very, very hard.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
A couple of groups pushing in through mid, but considering how late this game is going, I think NaVi is starting to feel a little bit more confident about the game in general, I would hope. I mean, Magical's really struggling to perform in this matchup, though. I think the Aghanims helped him out a ton, but he's saving for buyback. I think the buyback save is obviously critical. There's too much hard initiation, you know. You can't guarantee that you're not just going to get caught inside a Chrono.
Dire are scanning.
You can't wait until Chrono's been used to join a fight, so...
Radiant are scanning.
Buyback's the best solution. Oh, Misha. If he moves out of this, then Oh, he actually stayed in there the full duration, so they might think that Roshan is going on.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Rossier actually catches Ergon with it, but immediately woken up by the Omni Knight. As Magical aims to push down bottom with Crystallize. Try to distract as long as possible. Roshan's going to be respawning in 15 seconds. That's what Positive Guys have been waiting for all this time. Down that clock. Clock is about to hit 0. They're already in here. They're ready to go. They seem to know. He's thinking of getting someone, you know, if someone comes back to try and defend this. He's definitely going to be considering. You know what? Roche is now up, but LTW is actually TPing home right now.
Barracks are under attack.
And you know, this dance of death. Okay, so the boost of travel mean that LTW comes back easily enough. One barracks are under siege slightly here. That's even going for the blink dagger as well, so really going for this full kill build. Just wants to try and make much space as possible. Get as many kills as possible. And now Roshan. It's going to be dropping pretty damn quickly as well. Butterfly, Mjolnir, Lincoln Sphere, Satanic. Smashing down this Roshan. And there's no response. There is just absolutely no response from NaVi. They are not interested. They know that they can't contest this Roshan. You know, they got to know what's going on. They absolutely have to know what's going on, but they just decide not to bother. Illusions at bottom, cleared up by Ergon. It's NaVi just waiting for the game to end. I mean, it kind of feels like that, right? It's hard to say otherwise. I mean, they do have the BKBs to fight with now. Spectre going for a nullifier. That might be the surprise item they can get to maybe turn things around, but LTW has so much. He has so much farm. I mean, he's only one hero, and the rest of the heroes don't really hit that hard, so there will come a point, I guess, where... Oh god. Oh god, they're actually trying to go for the kill onto the Viper, but it doesn't quite work out their way. Sand King trying to get himself out. Oh no, Mirana caught mid-air inside the Chronosphere. He might not be able to kill her in time, but no, the bashes come out afterwards. The 2 bashes in a row finish off both the heroes. Now it's going to be Zayats and Pasha who try to go for the game-changing plays, but unfortunately it doesn't result in much. The melee barracks still fall. They tear Positive Guys away from their base, but unfortunately it's not going to be long before they're back in there again. And 91 seconds until the Sand King is back. That is a problem. You do not go for plays like that unless you have buyback. This is a lesson which Pasha is now learning, and a lesson he should know. He's one of the most experienced players in this team. In fact, he is the most experienced player on this team. I am amazed he went for that. Spectre. Excuse me, Spectre. Trying to go for the TP out here. There's nobody in to cancel it, so the Spectre will be able to get back to base. Needs 25. God damn, I thought she had the 25. There's a tome in base. Whose tome is this? This is Spectre's tome. This time's Spectre. There we go. Phew. I don't know what that was doing there. I was like, she needs 25. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Someone convinced her to leave it. Who was that? The Ember? Neko takes his tome. I will smash my head. Who's taking it? One of the dead heroes can't be taking it. They're both 21. They don't need that. They won't get their talents before the game ends. I'm promising you that. Spectre gets it. Okay, they give it to the Ember Spirit. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Well, ooh, Ember, you good, buddy? You good? You good? The bash, you good? Is he okay? Yes, he's okay. He's got the Aghanim's environments right now. Saneko's been the one engaged upon right now. The site comes in close enough. Ghost Stick with the gem gives them the vision to take down Saneko. Now they get back to taking down this tower. Meanwhile, Magical trying to play around the side of this fight, but he's hit up by the Viper Strike. Still trying to play in the middle of this one right now, but bouncing around. Mjolnir RTW focusing on the objectives and scaring back anybody that tries to stop him. NaVi, they are now all 5-man, but they need to find a way onto these backlines, but that is proving very difficult with ILTW, the big bodyguard for the rest of his team. He doesn't have Chronosphere right now, but he will do soon, but they're just letting him take the barracks. They're just letting him do whatever he wants to them. It's not good. They can't wait until the Aegis is gone. I mean, there's another 2 minutes. They can go top and take the entire bloody base in that time. And that's a lot of damage coming through, but immediately just purging it off with that Time Walk. Sand King trying to run away, and there's a big Chrono coming down. They catch the Shadow Demon on the backlines, and also the Spectre maybe in a bit of trouble. Snako is actually left alive here. Pasha is not, though, as he's picked off by the rest of the team. They even used the Echo Slam to bring him down. Meanwhile, Magical playing around in the front of the fight. He's got a Remnant out as well, just bouncing around, trying to cause as much chaos as possible and make them wait as long as possible. Now the Horn coming through, but the GA immediately used in response. There's no Shadow Demon to cancel this out just yet. Crystallize trying to take fight in the front lines, but he's just taking so much damage and doing absolutely none. Now they find the Ember Spirit caught out by Immersion. He needs to get himself away, but he's got no remnants left. He's not going to be able to make it home. The Ember Spirit dies, repulling back into this game. As Spectre's picked up as well. She's got a buyback as well, but what does it even matter if you can't do any damage? They're not even touching the positive guys. There is just nothing to be done anymore, it feels like. ILTW trying to fight them up on the front lines. Spectre just throwing in dagger after dagger. They are able to take down Zayat. And ILTW still just tanking up whatever he wants. They're not touching Ghost Stick in the back here. Zayat's on the base. He's not even going to make it back into Fountain. It doesn't look like he has the invis, and Ghost Stick wasn't close enough. Blocked out by Immersion's Fissure. I wasn't able to get in vision for the gem, but I mean, one more barracks left. They need to try and fight this. They've got their Sand King in 5 seconds. Pasha is finally going to be back. Okay, Pasha. He's died twice in a row for the last 2 fights. Let's see if he can finally bring something out for this final fight here. As RTW goes in deep, but NaVi goes in deep as well. They're going into the backlines here. Meanwhile, Pasha is getting jumped upon once again. He's silenced up, and he's going to be brought down for a 3rd time in a row without getting really anything done. Immersion is killed off by Magical at the very least, and a Magical and Crystallize, they're trying to play around this fight, and they've managed to bring down another one. Misha brought down. Argon playing carefully around this one. ILTW, they know how much he hurts if he gets on top of them. Immersion as well, sneaking around with the Shadow Blade as the arrow connects onto the Omni Knight. It's a 4v4 right now, but they catch out. Oh no, Mirana, she's got no way out of this one. She can leap away, maybe try some space, but she's got no more leaps after this one. Still trying to run. Got a Blink Dagger as well, so she's able to buy a little bit more space. This is good for NaVi, but is it good enough? No, because there's another big Chrono catching both of the cores, but he runs across to bring down the Shadow Demon. Now getting back to the other guys. The Ember Spirit is going to be brought down, and there's your GG coming down, as it is going to be positive, guys. 2-0 over NaVi. A pretty convincing series from positive, guys. I think you'd agree. ILTW just owning this series. They were unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. I mean, it was really nice to see from positive, guys. I mean, after the best of 5, they clearly wanted revenge, and they got it in this series. And now, unfortunately for NaVi, it looks like they're probably going to be ending the day bottom of the group, which pretty bad for NaVi, and pretty bad for NaVi fans as well. This is not the result they wanted, but I mean, they've got another day to try and prove themselves and get themselves out of that relegation zone. And I mean, there's no way they can miss out on the first round of DPC qualifiers, right? They need to perform. Maybe they're taking a little bit of time for Pasha to fit into this lineup. Certainly wasn't showing its best in this game, but I don't know. It was an awkward one. Not much more to say about that game other than the fact that Faceless Void was an absolute god. Ergon did a lot of work as well. Zayat's had a really nice game on the Mirana, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to carry them through for the full duration of the match. Magical just felt so shut down. Goodness me. All right, well, that's going to put an end to game number 2, and therefore the series will go 2-0 in positive guys' favor, pushing them up to the top of the group. Meanwhile, NaVi knocked down to the bottom. They're now tied bottom, I believe, with the Flowers. Well, actually, we'll see if the Flowers are going to get 2-0 by Gambit. That would put them below NaVi. NaVi have drawn 1 series and now have lost 1 series. Meanwhile, Flowers have lost 1 series against 178. And we'll see how they do versus Gambit. That series is going to be coming up shortly. My name is Nomad. If you're enjoying the cast, please do say something. And I'll be back very shortly with our next series. See ya.